What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another epicseven video here with For Misery Gaming. And normally I come to you guys on an early Wednesday morning for the patch notes. Unfortunately, literally the patch notes came out as I was leaving for the gym today. And by the time I got back around and got done with my errands and came back to the office to record, this is around what time it is, which is around 1 o'clock Eastern time. So a lot of you guys probably have already seen the patch notes, but I am going to go through them real fast and give my thoughts on them overall after everything's said and done. So let's hop into it. And there is stuff on the nerfed and buffed units that we went over pretty much right after the patch last week. So because we already went through those in depth, I will not be covering those in the patch, just so you guys are aware. If you guys want to know in full detail about all the nerfs and buffs and my opinions and views on everything, then you guys can see that video, and I'll leave that at the end of today's video in the end screen annotations. So let's get started. So Arena Season 2 is here. Just as a cliff note, down here later on, they are going to mention that actually the shop is not going to come until April 11th. So basically, we are going to get this new currency, which I think is like called Glorious Metals or something like that. And I believe only those are going to be used to get the equipment and the slate for each season. So I think going forward, the conquest points are only going to be used to get charms. We'll have to see when the shop actually comes out, but I just want to mention that first. So, but let's go into it first. So we have improvements have been made to, by the way of starting league at the beginning of the week is determined. It is now easier for players to advance in league at the beginning of the week. The league that you start is determined in the league from the previous week. So this is pretty much what we went over before. If you guys see here, we have Legend. If you guys were in Legend, before you go down to Challenger 1 and from Legend 1, and then after now you'd be in Champion 1. So obviously now Legend 2, you go down to Challenger 1, Champion 1, Legend 3, Challenger 1, Champion 1. So you guys will see here, for a lot of us that are like in Challenger, so like if you got to Challenger 2, you would get bumped down to Challenger 4 instead of Challenger 5. So that's kind of like what everything that you guys will see here is that basically you're going down 2 ranks as opposed to basically if you didn't grade up. So before, if you were in Challenger 5, let's say at the start of the season, and you climbed all the way to Challenger 1, but you just couldn't get that little push to get into Legend, you basically got screwed and had to go all the way back at the next week to Challenger 5. So that's the big improvement as far as the ranking goes. So that's pretty much how it's going to work going forward. No matter what, you're going to lose 2 ranks at the beginning of each week from where you finished, which is very, very good. And now here we're going to see the increase in Sky Stones. So here it looks like Legend 1 is an increase of 300. Before it was 1,500. Legend 2 is 300. Legend 3 is 200. Legend 4 is going to give you 350, it looks like, additional. And then here we're going to have, is that 375? Wait, no, that's off then. 350. And then 275. So 350 for Legend 4, 275 for Legend 5, wait, how does that make sense? Why is Legend, oh, because Legend 5, okay. Right, okay. Legend 6, you get 400. Why is Legend 5 less, though? You get 400 there, and then here you only get, or is that, no, that's 425. All right, so 425, 400. But you guys will see here, but a lot of us, like, so you guys can go through all the different numbers of the different increases, but obviously everything is greater, so we're all gaining in this overall, depending, I would assume the higher you, it looks like, see, for here, you get 300 more, but other ways skew more. So here, like, Legend 6 gives you a more increase than Legend 1 does, which is really weird. But, you know, we're not going to complain. It's an increase nonetheless. Like, for me, normally I end at Challenger 3, so I'm going to get an additional, what is that, 160 stones, it looks like? Yeah, 140 stones, rather. 140 stones, yeah. So an extra 140 stones for me, generally. That's a pretty big jump also here from Challenger 4. From 465 to 210. I finished there sometimes as well, so that's very good. Challenger 5, so worst case scenario for me, the lowest I ever finished is Challenger 5. That's going to be an increase of 150 stones, so that's good. So that's all the different things there. So here it's going to show you your win streak and the bonus points you'll get. So every win, you'll get a 10 plus win streak. You'll get basically if you get to 10 wins in a row, every win additionally, you're going to get a 3 extra points. So here you saw you got 5 regular. I don't know if this is telling you the total. What is it? So you get consecutive victories, you get 3 additional. 7 to 9, you get 2, and then 4 to 6, you get 1. I don't know if this 5 is the regular, plus you're getting an additional 3. And then obviously we still have the repeat challenge award, which is every 5, whether you win or lose, you basically are going to get 10 additional conquest points. So I think it's normally 2 or something like that. So I think the 5 is with the bonus, but we'll have to see on that. Or it could be, I actually don't think it's included because it has this separate. So I think total here for this person, they actually got 18 points for that one victory, 18 conquest points, which is a pretty big increase. So, you know, extra points for us nonetheless, which is awesome. Because I think it's like 3 points for a loss and 5 points for a win, if I'm not mistaken. So that's pretty cool, pretty awesome. And then here, you guys see here, is they have done away with, we're not going to be getting any conquest points for ranking anymore. You guys see here, we're going to be getting the glorious points instead. They only show you from legend and champion, which sucks for probably 90% of the player base because probably none of us are in champion. But you guys see here, it's 1,200 for the #1 player in the world on whatever server. And then it scales down. So if you hit that legend ranking, you'll be getting, you know, if you're in the top 100, you'll be getting 850. I would assume they're probably going to unfortunately make these glorious points scale the same way conquest points did. So I'm betting every piece of gear is going to be like 1,200. And that's why they came up with this number here, because you're basically going to get 1 piece of gear for the first place player. So after 4 weeks, the player who got first is basically, if they got first every 4 weeks in a row, basically, they're going to get all 4 pieces of the new 88 gear from Arena. And then after that, then I think they'd have to do like 3 weeks or something like that, and then they could get the slate, and they pretty much then would have the whole season done at that point. But we'll have to see exactly what they come out with. But it doesn't, which was weird, because now it says we can only get these. I would peer through weekly ranking reward. I want to say in the patch notes last week they said we could still get those for cumulative victories. Or maybe they were like a rare RNG thing where you would get those. We'll have to see when it officially comes out later today. But but I don't think overall we can get these glorious points through regular victories. It's only you get them once per week after the weekly period ends. So we'll have to see though how that pans out. So let's then go down here. It says, you will now be able to see records of your last 20 battles. A revenge button has been added to the battle history. The revenge feature will be updated soon. Okay, so there's some kind of revenge thing going on later, which we don't know what that will be yet. Maybe that's going to be implemented on the 11th when we get the actual store for Season 2. And then let's go down further. So you can see your info, your win rate, your defense rate, cool stuff like that. Season ranking will continue throughout the season. At the end of the season, the heirs who have achieved first, second, and third according to the season points, it will be recorded in the Hall of Fame. So only for you guys that have actually, ranked super high, and you guys are just like OP players. And it says if the season ranking does not have any ties and the season points are the same, the following conditions determine the rank: victory points comparison, consecutive victories comparison. If the victory points and consecutive victories are the same, then the selection will be made according to the user who entered the arena first. Okay, so they have like some tiebreaker things that's going to determine first, second, and third for all this stuff. So at the end of the season, the heirs who have achieved first, second, and third according to the season points were recorded in the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame of Arena Season 1, which ran 15th of October to February 25th, will also be added. Okay. Is that important? Arena Season 2 story. A new story, Suspicious Guide, has been added to Arena Season 2. The story will automatically play when the season starts. Okay, I don't know if that actually gives us rewards for watching that. We'll have to see. And then right here it shows you April... Oh, I'm sorry, not April 11th. April 3rd. Oh, yeah. So originally was scheduled for April 3rd. Has been delayed to open on April 3rd has been delayed. We will provide more detailed information regarding the Season 2 shop announcement at a later... Oh, so they don't even tell us when the Season 2 shop will be available. Wow. I thought they did say April 3rd, but they don't even tell us. Wow. That's really bad, actually. So they're not even giving us a date on when the second... Oh my god, that's so terrible, Smilegate. I could have sworn when I read this earlier today that it said April 11th. Now they're just saying that it wasn't even supposed to be open today because today's March 27th. Apparently next week was supposed to be when the shop opened. And now we don't know. Great. That's just awesome. Thanks, Smilegate. Once again, you're awesome. Alright, and then this is all the character stuff. So if you guys want to scroll through all this stuff, you guys can see all the different characters, all the hero balancing changes between buffs, nerfs, all that stuff. So that's that. So the part 2, which we're going to go over here, is, again, we went over this again on last week, which was the Awakening stat increases. This is Falconer Clury showing you guys the recall button. If you guys were here when Tierra, Elson, Axe God, and Ricorus were nerfed, it's the same system. So she will revert, though, back. This is all the stuff you'll get back. So this is, like, someone that I think, like, maxed them out completely, is what it seems like, because they're getting the all the catalysts back and the dogs back and the EXP. Keep in mind, these EXP guys can only be used for EXP. You cannot use them, guys, for to sell in the store. So the dark and the blue looking penguin here can only be used for EXP. So if you want to if you recall your Falconer Clury and you don't plan on doing her specialty change or re-promoting her or anything like that, you could just save these for like other characters that you guys pull down the road, and then you get your gold back and all that stuff as well. When you recall as well, you will get all your Mola Goras returned to you as well. Keep in mind, you're going to get your Mola Gora refund of 30% of the investments between gold and red Mola Goras. So like, for instance, my Falconer Clury is at +7. I'm going to first get the Mola Gora compensation back for 30% of what I used on her, and then if I choose to recall her, then I'm going to get all the Mola Goras that I actually spent as well back. So keep that in mind. I think it was something like 11 total green Mola Goras between greens and reds. I can't remember off the top of my head, but something around there. Either 11 or 15 or something like that. And it actually breaks down here. The 3-star penguin at the same element gives you 45,000 experience. The 4-star shadow penguin gives you 100,000 experience, and then the white knight penguin gives you 500,000 experience. Keep in mind, guys, this is the only way so far in the game we have been able to see to get the 4 and 5-star penguins. As of right now, 3-star penguins are the highest ones you can get normally through different things in the game between like the Sanctuary, and I think the Sanctuary is like the only place you can get 3-star penguins. The Eliminate Penguin Urgent Mission and the Friendship Summons can only give you 2 stars, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below. But it says, when using these penguins for hero transmission, they will not provide any transmit zones, and only 1 gold will be given. So so you can technically get 1 gold, but definitely do not transmit these penguins. Use them for EXP. And they cannot be used together with any other materials to enhance. So you can only enhance with the said penguins. So there you go. Phantasm and gold will be issued according to the hero's current star grade at the time of recall. The Phantasms that are provided via recall will be 1 grade higher than the natural grade. Mega Phantasms will be a 3-star, Giga Phantasms will be a 4-star, and then Terras will be a 5-star. And you guys saw here, you got the 4 golds for her 4-star promotion, the 3 megas for the 3-star promotion, and then the 5 Terras for the 5-star promotion. So what's cool is if you do recall your Clury, you basically can guarantee to make 1 4-star, 1 3-star, and 1 5-star character. So keep that in mind. Also, if you guys aren't in a hurry to rebuild Clury immediately, you could use it progression-wise for other characters, especially if you guys have like Charles or something like that you guys have been just short on resources of building. You basically could get him not fully awakened because he takes different catalysts, I believe, but you can at least get him to a 5-star and get him like 3-star awaken, or no, 4-star awaken, yeah, because 5-star awakening is the first catalyst you will need. So you can get him 4-star awaken and 6-star promoted if that's your goals, like someone like Charles. And then memory, imprint, and burst here. You guys will see here you'll get 7 of them back. What is cool with doing this recall, and I highly recommend you recall anyway, because basically you could recall and then just do everything over again if you say you want to keep Falcon Clary exactly the way she is, because then you're basically going to get another SS character added to your reputation rewards, plus you're going to get the reputation rewards for promoting a 3-star character, promoting a 4-star character, promoting a 5-star character, and leveling up. All those different reputation rewards that we get, you guys are going to be able to get as well. So even if you're going to keep Falcon Clary, I would recommend recalling her and just redoing all her stuff, regardless if you're going to use her or not. I would just recommend recalling her, and if you are going to keep her in your one of your main teams, then just put all her stuff back in her immediately, because you're getting all the gold back, so there's no disadvantage of recalling her and just bringing her back to where she was. And you can instantly do that with your penguins, or you could save your penguins and just level her up over time, like bringing her as a fodder unit and just bringing her into missions, stuff like that. So just my 2 cents on what you guys should do for that whole process. And you guys will see here, this is they went over this before, but before it would cost 68 Mola Goras. Now it's going to cost 48 Mola Goras for 5-star characters to completely plus 15. 4-star characters is 56 and 39 for Mola Goras. And then 3-star characters is going to be 46 and 33. And you guys see here, this is the old one. If anyone still had Mola Gora Go-Go's, you would get 25 Mola Goras for trading one of those. And now we can trade in at any time our 4 regular Mola Goras for a red Mola Gora Go, which is awesome. We don't have to deal with, and low-key, it was funny. I was able to use my last 3 red Mola Goras today on my Luna, because I actually, on the very last day it could have showed up, I did get the rabbit dude, whatever his name is, what's he called, Hoochie? I think Hoochie's his name. And he actually showed up with the Mola Gora Go's in the shop, so I was able to trade in 4 of my last regular Mola Goras for my 3rd Mola Gora Go, and I was able to max out Luna's S1, so that's going to give me an additional, even more Mola Goras that I'm going to get back later tonight, which is awesome. And now it says Mola Gora purchase will no longer be available in the 2 shops, and they are, where did it show? Okay, I'm going to come back to that. There's something else I'm going to add, but let's talk about the AP exchange. So after clearing Adventure 9-1 Shell Forest, players can access AP Exchange. AP points can be obtained whenever a player is unable to AP points can be obtained even if a player is unable to access the AP Exchange. So you will be getting these points even if you just start the game by doing all your different adventure stages, but you can't exchange them until you beat 9-1. Okay? Makes sense? So it shows here you get 4 AP points, it looks like. I'm not sure if this was normal or world difficulty. They're showing normal difficulty here, so maybe you get more if you do world. We'll have to see. It says after achieving adventure points, players can exchange these for various catalysts at the AP exchange. Please note that each area has a different catalyst that can be obtained. Some catalysts may not be purchased until certain stages are cleared. So if you guys are mid to end game and you have 3-star cleared all of world, then obviously none of that's going to apply to you. You're going to be able to get whatever you want. And then we have here also Section 7 has been added, 8 AP points here. So here we go. All right, and then the secret powder shop, obviously here, you guys see this. We have this as well added to the game. And let's see, other fixes, adjustments, bugs, stuff like that. Okay, here we go. This is what I wanted to cover too. So the price and the charms have been, to the conquest points has been reduced by 25%. And then the price of charms sold by the Labyrinth's Wandering Hoochie and Key Merchant Goblicus has been reduced by 50%. And then also, this is a big change here too for a lot of characters that have not cleared this yet. Abominable Night Challenge, Sermia's attack, health, and defense have been reduced. This is for... Is this just in general? I don't know. Okay, I think this is just in general. So Sermia's has been reduced in all modes, I would assume, since it doesn't specify. And then here in Hard and Hell difficulties, Elson's health and defense have been reduced. Then we have in Hard and Hell, Charles' attack, health, and defense has been reduced. In hard difficulty only, the swordsman attack and defense has been reduced. And then in Hell difficulty, they have the Swordsman's attack, health, defense, and speed has all been reduced. If you guys didn't know, this was a pretty OP stage, and I think Smilegate just completely underestimated our character and hero's potential, and it was insane. Like, I couldn't beat Epic Hell at all. Like, I got to Charles and I got obliterated, and I've beaten Abyss 90. So that gives you guys just kind of some things that have been going on. All right, and let's go over this too. An issue has been fixed when the Sword of Judgment activated after a dual attack, skill 2 would automatically be used. An issue has been fixed in the Wyvern hunt. After the barrier the Wyvern gains through tail swing was discharged, the speed reduction reversal did not apply properly. So I would assume that this means he's going to maintain his speed reduction and not speed up after the barrier goes away, the way it seems. We'll have to see on that though. And then Wanderer's Silk effect no longer displays incorrectly. An issue with Vildred's Blade Ascent to be translucent depending on the position of the team has been fixed. When a Guardian is used on Sermia's turn, the flame effect will no longer display. Sermia's normal expression and special expression 2 has been switched. Okay, no one cares about that. And improvements have been made to Tamarine's voice. Okay, sure, whatever, Smilegate. Alright, now let's go into some other UI things. Now you can access urgent missions right away. That's pretty cool. We don't have to back out of a mission and then click on urgent mission. You can just immediately go to the urgent missions when they pop up. That's pretty awesome. Players can now easily see active account buffs on the results screen. So right here, you guys see in the top left corner, you guys can see the buffs that you have for your EXP. They changed the looking of the icons, a little more fancy for the guild buffs for your captains. And then some server things. So that's pretty much it. The only other thing to go over is we expected to have free unequip, and we will. So it is going to be up for a full week. You can unequip and re-equip your heroes without spending any gold from today, 3/27 after maintenance, until 4/3 before maintenance. So there you go, guys. That is going to be the total patch notes. Like I said, I did not go over the buffs and nerfs because those have been out for a week. So if you guys need to know about those, I'll leave the link to all the different sections of the Stowe website in the description below the video. But I hope you guys all did enjoy today's video. If you guys did enjoy today's video, please do drop a like down below. Let me know what you guys are excited to do after maintenance. I know there really isn't updated content. It's more just we're going to have new PvP stuff. Clary's nerf is going to be in effect, so some defense teams you may see some difference. And then the buffed heroes obviously are going to have their buffs, so you could play around with some different team comps. So mostly the update is only going to be for PvP, new PvE content, and we have the free unequip and tons of Mola Goras, which I'm excited for. So, but anyway, guys, this is for Misery Gaming. Hope you guys all enjoyed today's video today. If you guys did enjoy, please do drop a like down below. Subscribe if you're new, as always, and I'll see you guys in the next Epic 7 video. Peace out, guys.